to this day, who I look up to, who I rocked really tough with, and that was AZ. Like, if you're a real hip-hop fan, I told AZ, I seen him at buku parties, and I used to tell him that, you know, because I learned how to rap courtesy of my Paul playing everybody. And AZ was one of his favorites. But basically, I see him at buku parties, and I was just, I walked up to him. And then I was like, say, bro, you want to come to the studio? Because Daddy's house was right next to the club we used to go to. We knew exactly what I was talking about. So he came in Daddy's house, and we was in there with Harv. And I told Harv, I said, Harv, what's it going to take for me to get on the song with AZ? He talked to AZ, and AZ was like, I like you, little man, but it's going to cost you like $100,000.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, Lord, ooh. And I said to myself, I said, say, bro, when I get a solo, and this, mind you, Brett, this is the time I was with the band, so I wasn't able to have the leverage with AZ. But when I had a solo deal, I was about to be on my verse to get AZ on my album. That was my next move before Katrina. But yeah, bro, he told me $100,000. Told me $100,000. I said, bro, I know this sounds crazy. He could have told me $1 million. I would have paid it. A lot of people don't understand this. AZ he's priceless, bro. But he's a special type of artist. So that's kind of, I would say AZ. Even if it wasn't musically, bro, he'd still put me on game. You heard me? And that's why I got the name, my alias, before Chief Keef took it from me, of course. Well, I'm not gonna lie, Chief Keef ain't take it from me. Once upon a time, he was on Twitter. This when I was popping on Twitter. And a little dude hit me up. It was like, you know, because I was dropping buku mixtapes, you dig? And he basically was like, I like that name Sosa that you been saying on the mixtapes. He said, I'm from Chicago. He was like, is it okay if I use that name? And you know, I'm looking at him like, you look, you know, little cool little hood little dude, little short little dreads. I'm like, go ahead, bro, handle your business. 9 months later, he came out as Chief Keef, using the Sosa name. But I got the name from AZ.
Is there anything that you used the name Sosa on previously before you came?
Yeah, all my mixtapes. After the band, and I started dropping buku mixtapes, and I got the name from AZ. So I just started saying that shit because I idolized him.
Did you guys speak after that? After he came out with the title?
Chief Keef?
Yes.
We ended up clashing because I was in Chicago and I had a show. And you know, that's what I say that name on some of my raps. And they end up hitting me on Twitter. You know, he big now, so he's like, yeah, man, you using the name. I'm like, nigga, you asked me, can you use the name? I didn't ask you that. I said, wow.
Wow.
You heard me? I'm like, wow. I said, all right, that nigga. You know, so we ended up clashing for a second, and then his people ended up hitting my people, and we ended up squashing that up. But it wasn't no beef or nothing. It was just a little clash. You asked me, can you use the name before you started popping, and then you start popping and act like you ain't even asked me. And then I showed proof. When I showed proof, that's when he kind of like shut up. I had it in my DM. And I learned don't never do that anyway. I could have just shut up and let that be. But when I showed proof, I felt like a girl. You dig? Saving screenshots and shit. Yeah, just whole shit. You dig? I was like, I ain't never doing that again. You dig? But at the end of the day, yeah, bro. That's where I got the name from, AZ. And obviously, Chief Keef got it from me. Facts. Not everybody's saying Sosa. But the real truth of it is, believe it or not, it didn't start with Chief Keef. It didn't start with me. It started with AZ. Believe that. So get a man his props. He's the king of the Sosa name. Big facts.
Can I teach you my famous dance? It's millions of views on the internet, and it's very easy. We all can do it.
It's under Little B?
Little B.
The cooking dance. You dig? A lot of people didn't know, you heard me? I started the cooking dance because I went through buku mixtapes. And then everybody thought Lil B started it. And then when they asked Lil B, how did you come up with the cooking dance? He kept it real. He was like, Young City, Chopper City.
Say, cooking dance, that became popular in what city?
That became popular on the internet. And everybody from basketball players and everybody started doing the cooking dance. And everybody thought Lil B made it up. And then when they asked Lil B, you heard me? How did you come up with it? And he was like, Chop.